Hi guys, I'm Eclipse, and today we're going to be talking about Alchemist. This is another metagame analysis video. Uh, so going to hero popularity like we did last time. I actually realized I screwed up in my, kind of, the heroes I was using to show off popularity. Troll is still up here, Troll's still black, Ricky's still green, but Alchemist actually has not been picked or banned once in all of April. So clearly, he is not a very good hero right now. Um, Stats. Alchemist stats are kind of interesting. Now, first of all, there's only 20 games, so we can't read too much into them. But looking at the last four stats here, that kind of shows a combination of Alchemist being played as a carry and as a support. I can't actually check how much he was played of each, so that kind of sucks, but it seems pretty clear to me that he's been played as both. Now, let's take a look at the hero. So, Acid Spray. Acid Spray is probably Alchemist's best skill. You've got a big AoE, big cast range, uh, good DPS, but not really that good, not amazing. Really good duration, kind of on cooldown, but still enough to spam every creep wave. Pretty high mana cost, but not a huge problem because of Chemical Rage. But this armor reduction. So 900 cast range, 625 radius, 7 armor reduction for 16 seconds. And then it comes back, when it ends, comes back off cooldown in 6 seconds. So that is pretty damn strong. It's definitely probably Alchemist's best skill right now. Uh, Unstable Concoction. Uh, the maximum brew time is kind of short now. Because it blows up after 5 seconds. I think the potential buff for Alchemist, which he definitely needs, obviously, would be taking that back to 7. But the damage is great, the stun is great. So, yeah, I mean, a level 1, if you were able to challenge this fully, 150 damage and 175 maximum stun duration is probably the best single target stun at level 1 in the game. Uh, because of its slight unreliability, you could argue Frostbite is better, but neither hero is picked, so it doesn't really matter. Uh, Alright, Unstable Concoction Throw, yeah, we know. Grievel's Greed. Grievel's Greed just got buffed last patch. It's a good value point now, but it's still not like the Alchemist of old where you would max it by 7 and just get extremely fat. It doesn't really work that well. It's definitely a good skill, but it's not incredible. At least not anymore. It's definitely punishable because his other skills are so good, and then having him at level 1, that's just not great. And then Chemical Rage. So, Chemical Rage. Chemical Rage is Alchemist's kind of selling point as a carry along with Grievel's Greed because of the base attack time, which is basically an increase in attack speed. Uh, Move speed is nice. It's not something you usually notice about it. Mana regen bonus also pretty nice because you can spam those spells. It's got pretty good uptime. Cools down for 20 seconds. Health regen is really good. That's the best part of the whole. Well, it's the best part of the whole thing as for the hero as a whole because sometimes you're playing it as a support, sometimes you're playing as a carry. That's effective both ways. Anyway, uh, so why is an Alchemist picked? Alchemist is kind of in the same boat as Abaddon, actually. I remember Like I was talking to you guys about how you would look at Miss Coil and if Audit Shield be like, oh, this hero's a support. Then you'd look at the other two, you'd be like, oh, this hero's a carry. Alchemist isn't quite that bad. Acid Spray and Unstable Concoction are definitely good carry spells as well, but Grievel's Greed and Chemical Rage aren't the greatest support spells. Blah. So the hero kind of gets stuck in the middle. And like I said, with these kind of stats, 150 last hits, 460 GPM, it's like he's being played as both. But then again, 20 games, right? So the hero, unlike Abaddon, however, I don't really see any incredible situations where the hero is really good. Like I said, Abaddon is good against single target initiation. I don't think Alchemist really has that. Chemical Rage is really awesome for his survivability as both support and a carry, but still not that good. Uh anyway. So it's kind of curious. I was really surprised actually that Alchemist wasn't picked at all this patch, but when I think about it more, look at his abilities. Acid Spray. Acid Spray is an incredible counter pushing spell, an incredible help for your carry. It's incredible in a lot of ways. Unstable Concoction is great stun, but it's unreliable, and as a support, you can't exactly BKB off the stun if you can't throw it. You're just kind of screwed. Uh, Grievel's Greed. Grievel's Greed allows Alchemist to be a hyper farmer, but as far as hyper farmers go right now, you think Alchemist, well, if you're playing him as a hyper farmer, you're probably maxing Grievel's Greed first, and if you're maxing Grievel's Greed first, this hero is basically inferior to Anti-Mage in every way, honestly. I mean, Anti-Mage doesn't have a stun, doesn't have this OP skill here, but he has Mana Break, he has Mana Shield. He's easier to keep alive, and he farms a lot faster as well, so there's really not much point in getting Alchemist. Dr. Pepper analysis or analogy, sorry, also applies. Chemical Rage is cool. This is a kind of another falling of Alchemist. He really needs this to become an effective carry, and it does cool down for 20 seconds. It's not a huge deal. It's not like Sven, but it still kind of sucks. I mean, the other team could be like, oh, Chemical Rage just ended. Let's go push, guys. You won't have it for the fight, and that would kind of suck for Alk. Anyway, so yeah, as far as buffs go for this hero, I don't think Acid Spree gets a buff. It's strong enough. Unstable Concoction. Like I said, maximum brew time increase might be good. I don't think it's enough to make the hero viable, but it's definitely a start. Uh, Grievel's Greed. I think Grievel's Greed is pretty okay where it's at, to be honest. Chemical Rage. Chemical Rage, as well as probably the hero itself. No, not really. Chemical Rage, I don't think actually is requiring a buff. The big things that Alchemist really needs is Alchemist has good base strength and base int. He has 25 base strength, 25 base int, 11 base agi, but his gains are complete trash. His gains are 1.8 to strength, 1.2 to agility, 1.8 to int, and that's just not very good. Honestly, I don't really think he's I don't think that's good enough for the hero to be viable as a carry. I don't think he cares much if he's been playing as a support, but like I said, he's kind of stuck in the middle, and I think it would be good for Ice Frog to kind of give him some buffs that make him one or the other. Really, same for Abaddon, because when these heroes get caught in the middle, they become, you'd think it'd be good versatility, but they really just become shittier in both aspects, and they never get picked. So, yeah, kind of sucks. anyway, that's just about all I have to say about Alchemist, guys. So, hopefully you enjoyed. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with Anti-Mage? I think Anti-Mage. I might be wrong. I think Anti-Mage, though. So, yeah, see you guys then. Bye.